Greetings and salutations. I'm Ben.
Cheers.
That's Trev. That's Terry. Welcome to Canucks with Guitars. We're Canucks. We got guitars. It's live Q&A because we're live. You got the Q's. We got the A's because, again, we're Canucks. We have all the A's. Yep. Zero reaction from the crowd. That's perfect. Before I forget, thank everybody that joined me on last night's panel. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Trev enjoyed it. He was saying all the explorers. He's like all the explorers. This was nice.
Yeah, that was actually really cool. The bit that I was in, and that's like what happened was like all these explorers, and I was like, wow. Now there's a rare.
Makes the fellow kind of want to explore, doesn't it, Terry? You're like, maybe I'll give it a shot. Welcome to my world 3 months ago.
Of course, me being me, I kind of wanted to hear Quentin's plugged in. Oh, yeah, it's got this Invader and it's super hot, 16K. I'm like, oh, yes, please.
You already the same as what's in mine. I did for output. Let's see, who do we got in the chat? We got 38 people in here. We got Scott Brockway, who made a cameo last night. And we got Paul McNary and only 10 of the cats tonight. I don't know why. We got Graphite and Cigars. What's up, Ronnie? And we've got Tim Thomas.
Brother Tim.
Who else we got here? Mesa Guitar Guy or Mesa? No, Mesa. Even though I still say Mesa Boogie, I'll never change. Call it Mesa Boogie for 30 years. Yeah, named Mesa Boogie. That ain't happening. There's Kid Shred himself, Joe Hervey 84. Ferd Burfel. Charles 75N. He's part of the panel last night. Billy Baloney. Yes, to get that shirt from Ryan. If I'm wearing a sleeveless shirt, it's old stage wear, and it's summer. Watch the intro video. There's lots of photos. Well, I'm probably wearing the shirt in half the photos. It's this one in the black room. We got T. Ricky in the house. Guitar Man 45 who joined last night as well. BC Rich 581 with the first question of the night. So Terry, how was that prime rib?
Very good considering I've been trying to stay away from beef lately, so to actually get like a pretty much half a plate of prime rib into me, that was really nicely done.
Siskel's.
Right on.
All right. We got who else we got in here? Sassy Cat. What's up?
Hey.
Let's see.
You look apparently like the mechanic that fixed the ambulance in Ghostbusters.
I am the mechanic.
Funny you should mention that, right?
Funny you mention that. Eddie Faze here. Tim Thomas. William De Silva. Hip Metalworks again. Last night's panelist. A lot of fun. Let's see here. I know I'm going to get to him eventually. I saw Brother Bent Tom in here.
Yep.
I know he's in here. Richard Nagamitsu.
Richard,
good to see you. There's Tom. All right. Let's see. I think
apparently William De Silva said prime rib almost killed him one time.
I get that. Big old beef injection. JP Page 2 in the house.
JP.
So Michael Krause. Mark Taft.
Good to see Mark.
Yeah. Randy Crooks is not here, but his computer is.
Right.
Algorithm.
Pets that he has.
Was Terry apparently?
I sneeze and you burp.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, they're just lovely. All right, I'm going back down the bottom.
Really only.
Jeez, all we need is Trevor to do one other thing.
Great choice, and I'm not going.
There's Ryan Hall. He's loving the fashion choice. I knew you would, Ryan. Yeah, it's old stage wear. Nice. Gear Junk 35 in the house. Awesome. So yes, live Q&A. You get the Q's, we get the A's, and I may be persuaded to do some playing tonight. We're messing around because we know what sounds good through this device system, digitals. What doesn't?
Yeah.
And so checking boxes and adjusting. Tom says I give up. I can't type. Well, I thought you used voice to text, but then that comes out all weird. It's a whole different kind of deciphering. It's like when Tom and Laz use voice to text. You can tell the the algorithms mean well, but they don't. They don't get it right. Unfucking believable. Managed to put down his new Les Paul for long enough to join us.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So there we go. Yep, Trev
With
made
it
it back
unbooked.
home after another whiskey week. Now, as predicted, Trev, as predicted, I don't see John Shane in the chat.
Yeah, he may still be recalibrating his bearings a little bit. I
This
may
is
have
what I'm
broken him
saying.
a little bit there.
Yeah.
We did see the sun come up Sunday morning, so we made that a box to check off. But
Unlike
it
the
was
store in the
totally best
mall,
week.
unlike
But-
that
but-
store in the mall, Trev, John DeShane is not Forever 21.
Well, and I think it's a 4-day limit we're going to put on the whiskey week. And
When you said I'm going out there for 5 days, I'm like,
It's now a whiskey
Ooh.
long day weekend.
Yeah. Good time, so best one yet. Especially having the Marshall outside to be able to jam out there at
right.
12 o'clock.
Isn't
at
it
night.
wild when you play outside how it just you can just crank it and it just goes away because there's nothing to hit it, to
Bounce it
reverb
back,
off
yeah.
or anything. You're like, wow, like I got it turned up real loud, but it doesn't seem loud at all. Dave Chase in the house.
I'm going to talk about putting on infinite echo.
What do you use it for slapback? Those Rocky Mountains. Wow. Wow.
Or even better, can you imagine being 5 clicks away? I was hearing some weird sounds over by your place.
We were going to
Oh.
do something like that. We crank the Marshall and see how far out I could go before you could barely hear it anymore. But it's all blackberry brush and stuff once you get past about 100 yards. So
Right.
doing
Yeah,
that drunk in the middle of the night's a bad idea. I only came back with one wound, and that's a big old bruise on my knee where I bashed my leg on Sean's fire table, the gazebo. Otherwise, we're all ready to go.
well, another thing too, blackberry bush out in the woods, not exactly good either. In case you're friendly,
Definitely a piece of nature you don't want to
bear.
fall into.
Yeah,
Bears and coyotes. Yeah.
yeah. The bear shows up. He's not asking you for a picnic basket.
Mind you, with a Marshall dimed a couple 100 yards away, probably not a lot of wildlife coming our way.
No.
No.
What's up, Marshall Murray?
Wouldn't that be funny? A moose all of a sudden out of nowhere starts charging in. Okay, I guess we know not to play that again.
Comes in head banging.
Yeah.
It's when the bear just shows up, swats the guitar into your hand, turns around and walks away. You're like, ooh, not a fan. Not a fan of playing, apparently. Just, no.
So I'm not sure if you're going to announce this, but since Flipside Music is now officially moved in, I decided to wear the shirt.
Right?
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's a cool shirt.
New location, finally, after like 14 months of just hassle and paperwork. And, oof.
Yeah. And Ike posted, I'm assuming it's Ike posted up 2 pictures of the new store. And it looks really nice, that main room. All nice and spacious. All the guitars nicely laid out. It looks, not to say that the original Flipside location didn't look professional, but I mean, now it really looks professional. Like you
up,
would be
Bonkers?
walking into
Mark's gas station. Got a bunch of people in
That would be hilarious, Billy.
yeah.
Comes over, turns the amp off, and stomps away. God
Yeah.
damn it.
there. Just bites through the power cable. Be damned if he gets a shock.
Slash. No, I got a 2x12.
Is Flipside a chain? No. No. It's a one-off.
No, it's a one-off. But now the main store in the new location, you'd swear it was a chain. That's how good it looks now.
Oh, we played very loud that night, Mark. Yeah.
Mm.
That was because I was. Well, I was gonna say I believe we were near a lake, but when aren't you near a fucking lake? I mean, it's just that was there's millions. No, not millions, hundreds of thousands of lakes. But yeah, we were like north of Kingston. We got hired to play a birthday party, I think. But by the time we played, the birthday recipient, I think, was already passed out or close to it. All I remember
Good
is
for the guests.
they're like, well, there will be no encore, and I was just loaded up. I'm like, let's hit the road. I do not want to be here any longer. I have to. We had like one light that they would kind of shine on each of us individually, That was just mosquito attraction. What's up, Josh?
Mm-hmm. Cheers, Josh.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Josh.
I actually prefer to play outside during the day in the summertime. Just say
Too
it.
hot, Ben. It's too
No,
hot.
you get an overhead shelter.
I guess
Like-
it depends. It depends. But
up,
anything over
Haas?
25, 26 Celsius, that'd be too hot to play outside.
No, you do it just
Plus,
before
it's
the sun's
the
down.
only time it's socially acceptable to play shirtless on stage. Really, outdoor festival.
I'll
Yeah,
keep that
sure
in
was.
mind.
That's true.
I usually did.
Pretty much shirtless if I'm not on camera.
I didn't like playing with sleeves to begin with, so as you can tell.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that too about long sleeve shirts, especially if they have the button cuff. I just figured that would actually get in the way, especially your strumming hand, like your picking
Did
hand.
somebody say Metalworks?
That's a pretty hip cup.
I was
Well.
just gonna say,
That's pretty cool.
is it a hip one?
Simon Haas.
This
Hey,
is,
Simon.
yeah. This was liberated from the kitchenette at Metalworks Studios. There we go. During the recording of my album. Fella needed a coffee mug or tea.
And that's a pretty cool cup. Just saying.
I see
It's like, do we auction off the mug? Yeah, I don't know if they ever sold them publicly. Like they're there for while recording, and if you make yourself a coffee in the kitchenette, there's a dishwasher there. Someone had just done the dishes. Well, ooh, a rack of them.
Ben's like, I need a glass of water. I'll be back in a second.
Got T-shirts as well, but I think I don't know if the T-shirt says Metalworks Studios or Metalworks like the school. Can't remember. I did meet Gilmore. What's up, Cheech? Because there's several entrances into the building. We're not bringing up Google Maps. Trevor's like on it. No, we're not. But off the north entrance, we'll call it, which is I would say was probably the original entrance, because there is a reception area, like there would be a receptionist there. You're Jennifer Marlowe, if you will. Gold records fucking everywhere. And off to Studio A, which we used, and then the rest of the studios. And the kitchenette was behind the receptionist area. Like, it just had, I have the feeling that they probably leased that part of the building first and then expanded later, because they have a whole production company now. Like, so they have a whole loading docks for like lighting and sound scaffolding and stuff. What's up, Zach Thong and Mason Douglas, Tom Lind, and and so as such, whenever we go outside for a vape or hit the glass sacks, you had to go outside, and so it was outside the entrance, and Gilmore happened to be arriving to check his email, I guess, because it was over the course of, we were in there Saturday and Sunday of a Labor Day weekend. And then I also met Rick Emmett, same way.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Which I thought was interesting, because we know Rick left Triumph. I thought he left everything, but he didn't. He left the band.
Mm-hmm.
He obviously stayed part of Metalworks, which is a smart move, because it is a school as well as a very successful studio. And at that time, I'm trying to think when I recorded there. I don't know, what was that? Labor Day weekend 2015? I don't know. 2014, 2015. It was already voted like best studio in Canada the last 15 years. Basically, since Little Mountain shut down, Metalworks took over. And I knew Metalworks as a good indie place, as well as, like, you would see it on liner notes. Obviously, Triumph and Rush recorded a lot there. But, like, I remember the Goo Goo Dolls, all their early albums before they broke big were all recorded at Metalworks, because they were based out of Buffalo, so they, just across the border. And Tim Mitchell recorded there. I knew stuff. And then once you show up and you start looking at all the, Burton Cummings and Celine Dion and Cher and Tina Turner, you're like, woo, wow. Like, all flavors of music. Use Your Illusion 2 was done there.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, Gil is the main like I don't know if it's all equal partnership or what the deal is, but yeah, his office was literally, you walk in and his office is right off the main reception area for whatever reason. That I don't know where Rick's office was. I didn't see him.
Like a bat cave somewhere.
Yeah. I remember I wandered around because there's a production school there. I want to say 6 studios now, including some are just mixing rooms. So you go in, and it's just a fairly small room with a bunch of speakers set up for mix down room, track, mixing mastering room.
Right.
Some 41 may have recorded there. It's quite possible. I'm not sure. I suppose we could look it up. But.
Wonder if the Rainbow Butt Monkeys recorded there.
I don't know if they recorded there. We just happened to get a good rate because it was a long weekend, and they're saying how like 80+% of their business at that time was Monday to Friday, 9 to 5.
Wow.
Yeah, like even rock stars. Nope, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. They work daytime. It's so business-like compared to in the past. Yeah. Whereas I go in there, it's like, I don't know, 10-foot long couch, we'll say, behind the mixing console. Mm-hmm. So, a whole band could sit behind and listen. And a huge glass coffee table I'm looking at, like an 8-foot long coffee table, Trevor. I'm like, how many rails were done off this coffee table over the years?
Right.
Canadian music or not, how many rails were done off this coffee table?
That's handy.
Yeah.
Yes, I find the heat does that as well, Sassy. Make you sleepy. So can too cold of air conditioning do that as well, too?
But it's like freezing to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just lucked out recording there because we had a business manager who said, you got to record a demo. All right. They're like, where do you want to record? I'm like, might as well throw it out there, Trav. That works. And he's like, okay. I'm like, Studio A. It's gotta be because I don't even know what other mixing consoles were in the other studios, Trev, but I knew Studio A was the original build out, and I knew that had a Neve. And I'm like, and that's like having a great interface. Like, you could play like me and still sound good through a Neve.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam D.
Good stuff.
What's up, cousin Doug?
Maybe that's why cornhole hasn't taken off yet. Your cousin needs one of those 10-foot long couches for interviews.
Right. Interview all of his friends.
Yep. Zach Thong. Again, a fan of fat bastard burritos.
Yep. I get it. Wow. Those amps are just humming. Ooh. And I have a chorus enabled because I can hear a modulation. All right.
So,
no questions. Yep. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, when I came in, you pointed out that one thing from last night when I was around, about how Scott was like saying to Aljon, who the hell put the wrong locking nut on the
Brendan Smalls.
Brendan Smalls. I was like saying, like, wow. Yeah, and it's like,
kudos to Aljon. Like, I saw, like, and people in the chat were commenting too, and he was just ping, like, doing his own private Q&A on the side.
Yeah, that was good.
Kudos, Aljon. And it wasn't just, like, talking to a politician. It wasn't just a bunch of words and you didn't say anything. Like, he was legit. This is because of this.
But I thought it was interesting for, like, how long we've listened to Scott, like, complain about that. And then, like, Aljon's like, that's what Brandon Small wanted. So it's like, kind of like...
That's all we can do. So, yeah, and as a result of Aljon coming into the chat last night...
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun.
Yep.
The more you know.
A lot of insight to the conversation.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he seemed to really
like having him on sometime. He's busy, man.
The guitar. He liked the Explorer Parade, I'm saying.
Yeah.
But then who didn't like the Explorer Parade? I know there's probably a couple of you, but whatever.
Yeah, there's probably a couple, but what do they know?
Yeah, I mean, Aljon has the whole.
I
You
can't
know,
say that because other people like other flavors of guitars that I don't like, and that's fine. Oh, speaking of which, speaking of new guitars, should we talk about
the Alex Lifeson.
the new EVH guitars?
Oh,
Star?
Yeah, like the stars that are all in finishes that Eddie never played,
oh,
Right.
or those more
I haven't really
78,
looked at
which
The
are in paint
unstriped-
jobs that Eddie never played with. So now you're just playing a gutted looking Strat with a partial pickguard.
Maybe-
no thanks.
maybe
Sure
they're
there'll be a market
copying.
for it, though.
Maybe
Sup,
they're
Jay?
copying Guitar Fetish's new Steve Brown sound line.
Right. Hey, now that was a nice guitar. I will admit, those were cool. That offset, the Steve Brown purple sparkle offset. Yeah.
The
What's
only
up,
thing
Jay?
that sucks
What's
with
up,
the relicking is it
Bailey?
looks
Dwight
like they
Bailey?
just lined them. Just looks like they lined them all up and then ran sandpaper just down the edges.
Oh yeah. Eddie Fay asks, "I'm a noob. Is Aljon a bigwig?" Aljon Go is the product manager for Epiphone, Kramer, and Steinberger, and possibly other lines that I'm not aware of.
Mhm.
But I know those
Yeah.
three for sure. He's the face. He's basically the boss over there for that. That's his division. You know, so it's like the general. I don't know how that works. So yes, but yeah, I don't like when it comes to that EVH stuff. I'm all for okay. Let's release every guitar that Eddie's ever owned, but they gotta look like the guitars that Eddie owned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, sure, do 3 versions of the Frankenstein, or like different versions of that it was. Like pre-Floyd, when it's just black and white, fine. And then when it ended up, fine. They want to do a couple versions of the 5150. I don't know why anybody would want the 7th tuner with a broken headstock, but sure, if that's your bag, fill your boots. But at least it was something he played.
Yeah.
It's not like these. Here's this metallic blue. Looks kind of like a Kramer, but isn't a Kramer. With a kill switch that he rarely, he didn't use a kill switch when he played those style guitars.
It's probably them kind of doing like how it was with the Dimebag Daryl guitars. It used to be only one. And then eventually it's like, oh, here's a second one.
Yeah, any Razorback with any paint job was a Dimebag signature.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. So
No.
probably starting to try to milk the legacy now, probably more so than before.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up there. So, Ronnie says, I think they need to bring back the Dutch boy pants he wore and a pair of them in every Star guitar sold. Yes.
That's a good call.
Yeah, when he's dressed like Gallagher, the comedian with the striped shirt and the Dutch boy.
Oh, God.
Do you get the socks, too? The striped socks that you got from the Wicked Witch of the West?
Mazel.
Suggestions on Unbelievable Signal Chain that he took time to... Oh, we got another one from Richard Nagamitsu as well. All right, hang on. That's fucking believable. Into my Mark Tarani 15 through Harley Benton, sure, I guess.
Nice. Harley Benton 2x12 vertical.
Wah, sure, yeah. That's, and then a compressor. Mm-hmm. Into a claw-ish thing. My pedal. Fuzz, way last. Why is your fuzz last? No. Wah, fuzz, then the rest.
Or in some instances,
No,
if the
nine.
wah isn't coming through, then it's fuzz into wah.
Null 9, yeah. Title, which is a chorus. Phase 95, sure. Servum, I don't know what that is.
Prototype reverb.
Got that, sure. Work machine, yep. It's got a Chola boost at the end, sure. Cat. All right, yeah. I just moved the fuzz.
Blocker.
Move the fuzz. That's it. Just move the fuzz. The rest is fine.
That's cool. He's got a cock blocker.
Yeah.
He's got Glenn Fricker's
If you need one.
Noise gate.
I don't use noise gates myself, but hence the that's going on. Even with the pickups turned down. All right, so Richard, what do you think of the quality of the Gretsch you reviewed last week? How does it compare to similar guitars in that price range? All right, now it was used, right, for 900. I want to say it was 900 used, but I think it was around 11, 12 new. So that'd be about what, 900 US. Fine. Other than the gold was so thin that I could see wear on both sides of the bridge from somebody palm muting it, which was hilarious. But other than that, the pickups sounded good. They weren't dark. They didn't have that darkness to them, which they've seemed to resolve at Gretsch. Thank you, baby Jesus. Build quality was nice. I did note, because I was able to see, Terry, the dimensions that it was, I could see there was not, because it is hollow body, there's no center block, but there is a central reinforcement, we'll say. Something that halfway down, but then under the bridge, they did basically go front to back under the bridge. There is a block right under there, which I dig. But yeah, tuners seemed pretty good. Nut was cut well.
Visually, it was a nice looking guitar.
Yeah, if you're into that walnut look, which I know Charles just about had a heart attack.
And just to add on top of that, when searching through my Google News feeds last night, apparently in September, Gretsch is going to announce a revision to their line with a new and improved humbucker. I believe in that series. And some pretty cool colors, I'll say. And they're all center block. Actually,
how many Slash signature guitars has Gibson released? All of them. I don't know. It's like 18 at this point.
How many signature Slash guitars?
Yeah, I'd say 18. They've done.
Let's
Paul Leonard Ewing.
If you include acoustic, I'd say it's probably close to 18. Yes.
And Unbelievable says he's not moving the fuzz. Well, I got nothing for you. Bud. That's it. I got nothing. So, there we go. We're caught up.
Well, again, just more proof of how weirdly and oddly you can have a chain of pedals put together and affect each other. Some in a good way, some in a bad way. GHS, did BC Rich do a Slash signature? I don't think they did, even though the one guitar is known as a popular one that Slash plays.
What are we talking about? Cheech's comment there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, they haven't done a signature Mockingbird for him yet. Yet.
I would probably imagine that's a whole Gibson, legal.
Michael Crow says, so who has done the most signature model guitars?
Well, I can tell you for sure one definitely artist has.
If we go by just volume of sales, Les Paul.
Les Paul, that's right.
Hands down, Les Paul.
There's a lot of
who has had the most? Who has had the most different ones? Ooh, because there was a lot of Zach Wild stuff, because they did a whole bunch of Gibby and Epi stuff.
Yeah.
And then he did his own stuff, obviously, with the Wild audio. Bonamassa's up there to a certain extent.
There's I can't remember if it's Wes Montgomery or some type of jazz guy. He's got he had an Ibanez, he had a Gibson. There's definitely a few people out there that have had But
yeah, as far as different models, I'm gonna say Slash is getting up there for sure.
Yeah.
Joe Bonamassa's up there for sure.
Yeah.
Obviously Eddie or EVH or previous to that. Although until he was signed with Music Man, you couldn't actually get a signature model per se. There was no Eddie signature Kramer when he was with Kramer the whole time. You get guitars similar to his, but they didn't actually do his guitar.
There's an actual interesting one Josh mentions, Chet Atkins. He's definitely had a few random models.
He's had several. He's had quite a few. I don't know. I'm not that familiar with Joe Pass enough to know Ben Tom. So
I think
I know
Joe
one
Pass
most
has always been
video
Epiphone,
on
though.
here is the Joe Pass Epiphone. That thing's got, I think, 60% thumbs ups and a fucking wad of 40% thumbs downs. It is not a well received video. You really, the jazz heads, Terry, really hate it when you play rockabilly on a jazz guitar. And it's like, that's all rockabilly was played on. Guitar Man says David model from Mario has a lot of Gibsons. Yeah, but a lot of signature model Gibsons. Oh yeah, John Petrucci. Fuck, he's had a shit ton. That's right, Billy. Thank you.
Dave Mustaine's made his rounds the last few years for sure too.
Dave's done the Deans and the Gibbies.
Yeah, Richard has mentioned a good one too. Joe Perry has definitely had quite a few.
Has he though? I can only think of one.
He's had two Gibsons. He's had two Gibsons.
Oh, and then he did the one with just the two knobs, one
He
pickup.
did also. He also did do a Guild. Not Guild. Or no, actually, maybe it was Guild. It was a really funky ass looking Guild that was like an X almost in the early '80s. I think he had one like that, and if it wasn't with Guild,
I just played Cocaine on that release then.
Yeah.
What's up, Kurt?
Okay, yeah. Benton's probably right. Epiphone models of Joe Pass guitars. Well, that's what I was mentioning about what's his face, the other jazz guy, Montgomery. Him having a whole bunch of models against a couple of companies. John 5, the only guitars I know that John 5 has did are only Fenders.
And Squires.
Like only Fender and Squires.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's only
honorable mention in that territory. Fucking Jim Root. Jesus fuck. Tellys. Rats. Jazz Masters.
Yep. I agree with that.
That's a daily reminder to adjust your top chat to live chat so we can all see when Boner Jams enters the room.
Another one I was thinking of was
Joe Satriani and Steve Vai.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of variants of the gem over the years. But then again, there's been a lot of gems over the years.
Yeah, I mean, see, that's what I'm trying to think of. Like, are we talking about actual, true, just signatures of said individual, or are we talking about, signature models of said individual across multiple companies? If it's across multiple companies, yeah, there's definitely quite a few. Another one too, your buddy there up on the wall.
Johnny's had a lot of signature models.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny's always got a signature model on the go. Because Johnny ain't stupid. Johnny's a smart man. Yeah.
Mick Thompson a few.
Scott Stevens. George Lynch.
Yeah.
Seth Presley. No. Me. Paul Stanley.
Yeah.
Ibanez's and his Washburns and
Gibson. Yeah. What was it? One
of the
but
big different ones paint jobs count, Tom.
Well, and there's the Pia, there's the Gem, there's the Universe, Gem Junior. I mean,
there's variants. George Harrison, yeah.
But yeah, in the case of Paul Stanley, one of his signatures was that gaudy Marauder.
Oh, Scott Ian's had quite a few over the years too.
Yes.
He always manages to keep, much like Johnny Hyland. Scott's no fool. If Scott's going out and touring, Scott ain't doing it on his dime. He's getting endorsements.
Yeah, you could kind of throw Kerry King in there, but I mean, he's only been with like two companies, period.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, can't play that one chord. I want
What about Kirk Hammett? Right? He's
Yeah,
got more
John,
James.
and yeah, like Zach said, John Mayer.
all the Metallica boys there, right? Both in Headfield
Yep.
High
We
Quick.
got
They had all the
Gibson and
ESP/LTDs and what's up, Hobo
Yeah.
Roadie?
Big fan of the snake bite.
Larry Carlton's had quite a few. Yep. Clapton. Holy crap! Yeah, how did we forget Eric Clapton?
Yeah, yeah.
Because they've replicated every guitar he's ever played, and he played quite a few different iterations before he settled in on Strat-shaped objects. And even then, there's a lot of different straps. Strats with a T.
Yeah, I'd say probably Fender's probably done at least 6 different Claptons on average.
Almost warmed up. Oh yeah, right. The input jack that doesn't like me. Easy.
Same thing with like Jeff
Is that
Beck's. They've done a few Jeff Beck's.
Let's see if this one works.
It's been a few Jeff Becks. Ooh. I don't know. Pete Townsend? It's really, I can only think of the Schecter Telly as an actual signature model, you know?
Yeah,
Dimebag did go through several manufacturers, but usually
Dimebag did the
same.
Dean and Washburn.
yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
See here, let's see if this thing does anything.
Yeah, Jimmy Page just had basically the 2 signature guitars come out, though.
Yeah,
The Telly
not
and
even.
his Les Paul, so. Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Symmetry.
Oh,
Well, he had his guitar in his hands when I was starting to type that.
well then. What would you like to hear, Trev? Yeah,
It says
and-
dealer's choice, Ben. Got to be Canadian.
Alright.
So I'm going to mute me. Terry, you should mute, and we'll disconnect our echo cancellation. Yeah, Ben's echo out.
Why is that so dry? Oh, because I have no ambience. Ambience? How was that, Trev?
That was lovely. Like I did say, did anybody get the guess for the name of the song?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to the chat.
I actually put the lyrics in the chat. Well,
I'm gonna
my spin on it a bit. Oh, Charles said more.
There we go. Patrick traits.
Okay. Turn here.
Ooh, you're in tune. Oh, 2 for 2. Sure. All right. Woohoo! So that. I never did learn that song, Trev. I was just thinking about it though. What can we play for Charles? How about? Sure. David Townsend. Sure. Well, you can write lyrics for that, Graphite. I'm down. You're welcome, Charles. Ooh. Can he play that on this? Oh, wait. All right, how was that?
That was excellent, Ben. Dig it. There were several questions.
All right, what we got?
We got Richard's wondering, love the guitar. What are you playing it through?
Oh, right there. The gain is provided by an LPD 55. And then we're into the Blues Deluxe and the Marshall DSL 20. And reverbs and delays provided by Keeley, Hydra, and Halo. Yeah. I see Eddie asked if there's original composition for Aces Hooks. Yes. Yes, that's something I've been working on for a while. Actually, you've heard me working this for 2 months, but I changed the rhythm, obviously. Mm-hmm. Another drop D tune. Yeah, I write a lot of stuff in drop D for some reason.
Because it's awesome.
Yeah. I don't know. Play any acoustic band. Yep. When I need to. When I need to. Name that tune. I haven't yet. You guys usually name the stuff for me. I haven't totally worked it out. I don't know if there's going to be a bridge or not. Like, there's those 2 parts. I don't know. Does it need a third?
Well, I think maybe Unfucking Believable
for a name
maybe,
and then do a poll.
We can do that.
Also, maybe Unfucking Believable is making a suggestion that maybe you can do a segment of that. You know, maybe play something and say, what is it?
What am I playing?
Yeah. Scott Brockway, Glass Sax Blues.
It's a good title, but maybe a different song.
Yeah. Richard Hockey Stick.
Yeah, I could actually go for a bowl, though. I've been playing in front of, 58 people? That's like a gig, Trev. That's like a bar gig. You know, you got 58 people in a place.
Some of us are drinking.
Well, I think even when you were
the more
playing
you drink,
before,
the better I sound. I know that. That's proof.
Before, when you actually were playing, I think the most you ever had, I think, was probably about 38.
I'm trying to think. Trying to think of a tune to play.
Well, Ryan Hall was asking for some April Wine.
April Wine.
I believe there was a
know.
request for some Rush too. Anything off Moving Pictures, if I recall.
All right. I might be able to do an intro or 2 to each. We'll see.
Hey, now's when you need.
Hard to be playing fucking Rush on. I don't care if Alex played on 335. He's Alex Lifeson. I'm not Alex Lifeson.
I was just gonna say, now you need Eljon go in the live chat to send you an Alex Lifeson LP Epiphone.
All right. So. Oh, great drop tuning. Great to see Mike B in here. Of course. We'll go with that. There we go. What else? What else we got? Patrick's getting all the oh. Oh, all right. Is that Zach Thong, if I'm not mistaken? Is that so hard done by? I think it is. All right, I'm looking at Trev for the Canadian content confirmation. That's the 3 C's, the Canadian content confirmation. You got to go a little. Next, the hips suck. I know. I agree, Patrick. But oh, yes, it is in drop D.
Totally.
Mark's requesting you play some
I don't do Dave
Wilcox.
Wilcox, Mark. You know that. You're just doing Dave Wilcox.
Jeff.
I can do some Wilcox, but not
Cat
like
wants
that
Kiss.
well.
Do I know any Kiss? Oh.
Kiss the classical ears.
It's like what, Jazz Kiss? That is a nice tone, I'm not gonna lie. Where can we go? Barracuda. Ooh, all right. Because I think I did it the other night, Trev. Yeah, I don't. There. Ooh. A little feedback. What was it? as per last night's conversation regarding phasers, and Charles is like, why? Why the dot? That's why. That's why. That's why, Charles. Can we hear Greasy Wheel live? Yeah. Magic Mind. Yeah. All right. First of all, oh, Trav, do you have the ability to put up on a banner on the side? You know, thanks to patrons with the Patreon link on the right hand side. Are you able to do that shit too? I don't know. But we want to thank the patrons that patronize each month. And you get a shout out because you don't have a toque in the chat, so you get a shout out. And I'd like to shout out LRM Guitars, T. Ricky, Guitar Man 45, Cousin Todd Flowers, other cousin Doug Strong, Randy Crooks, see, Trev found it, Mo Hogany, caught it at the corner of the eye, Fruitcake Tony, who's conspicuously late tonight, Blackjack Guitar, I don't know if I've seen him here today, Keith H., Paul McNary, and the cats, all the cats. Other left, GP Page 2, John ZD351, of course, Brother Ben Tom, Jeff K, Symmetry, Gear Junkie 55, Charles Green, Unbelievable, Charles 75, and Hot Rod Josh, Amber himself, of course, Mr. Anderson 89. Smart mammal in this. All right, so let's see what are we doing? We're not in drop D tuning anymore. Do we want to play anything in E while I'm in E? Is what I'm asking. Terry's not knowing. He's shrugging. That's fine. Oh.
Now, was that Magic Man you were playing?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Sounded a little bit at times like it was leaning towards that Lunatic Fringe you were doing the other night, Ben.
Oh, Canadian content.
Just saying.
I just tuned down to drop.
I was still answering the question when you asked.
I was going to try to bring it up a little bit, maybe play a little 9 inch nails.
We can put a pin in that for later.
All right.
Okay.
I was thinking a little 9 inch nails.
Okay, I'm going to switch it back over to
On a Gretsch. Because, you know, they play that on Gretsch, right? I don't know the Tool song, Doug. You just slow your britches.
Actually, wouldn't that be shocking?
Fix a damn cable. It's going right across the top of all the pedals, and it's really interfering with the hitting of the. Oh, there we go. All right. I love that radial. That's the radial North Star. Right? Lunatic Fringe. Yeah, good enough for the tonally challenge. What's up, Pops? Alright. Oh, wait. Yep. Alright. Had to make sure. Gotta make sure that it's right. Come on. Wow. Shake it out, Ben. Shake it out. Alright. I might have a couple more left in me. One of which being greasy.
Nice job.
Thank you. Just
Like it.
I'm pushing a little. I'm not pushing all the air, but I'm pushing some air.
I can tell tonight you're definitely louder than usual because it's like you're pushing the
I
limits
was
of
louder
golf
before that. I was really loud last time. We moved to. This is getting to stage volume because I blew my ears out before. No, that was Saturday. Yeah, Saturday before Steve Ross's show.
Oh.
I'm glad y'all like that. Well, we got a couple super chats for the busking, the virtual busking, so they should cover any copyright claimage, hopefully.
That's right.
All right. What do we got? Something slow I could do, maybe, before I do Greasy Weasel. No, you don't, Richard. My voice is way out of shape. Way. Ooh, yeah. Okay, easy. I do need a DB meter. Those things aren't cheap. I want one like Dan and Mick have. I could just put it right next to Johnny Highland or something right there, right? But I don't know. What do they run? It'd be cool though. I used to have a DB meter on my phone. Oh! Speaking of songs that involve octave pedals, because I know you're all thinking it. says you can't make a Gretsch sound fucking heavy? That's what I'm saying. Ooh, that is like, it's working like a microphone. I can hear the slapback of the voice coming through. Hello? Hello? Yep. Ooh. Thank you for the super chats, folks. I saw that. Charles. Mesa. Oof to me. That
It was great, Ben.
That was
Yep.
Oh. Hey, Boner Jams. Oof.
Excellent.
I was thinking, do I have to swap out guitars for Greasy Weasel? But geez, I don't know. There's Doug Strong.
I was just gonna say that was Don Valley Parkway by Ben Coombs.
The 401 Queen. Yeah, alright. What are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing alright. We got 62 people watching. I don't know, do we go a little longer? Until the hands don't?
Yep.
Sure.
What, Graphite says you can play it next time. What, Greasy Weasel? No, fuck it. Let's do it. Alright, we'll do it now. I don't have the drums, though. I don't have, I don't have the drum machine hooked up, so I don't know. Yeah.
You can do the guitar
Ronnie?
version only, Greasy Weasel.
Yeah, it's not saying no, because I play off the beat so much that it would be hard for me.
Ah, true.
What's
I
up,
told
Cecil?
Cecil, I said I
Yes.
believe that's pinned.
Yes. Well, yeah, it does have the pins. It's not pinned, which I have seen, Terry, where they'll have like the just the nail heads out and they just wedge it right on. So it's pinned. This is they are there for reference, which I dig. Like, who needs to, as soon as you want to actually take all the strings off and not have your bridge just go, I'm just going anywhere. I'm just going to fall off. So, yeah, who knew?
Hey,
Heaviest
folks,
stretch on the internet. Bar none, Trev. I'm just saying it right now. All right. But I'm going to switch guitars. Do we have a preference for guitars? We will play it for the closing, though, Ronnie.
Let's do a poll, Ben.
Yeah, could do a poll.
Should have
yeah.
a Kelly on there. We should have an explorer-shaped object on there and a random.
Yeah, we can put on, I don't know, the Music Man, a Strat.
Janitor?
Sure. Not an acoustic. My hands aren't up for acoustic. I can't switch up to 11s at this point. My hands will just kill me. All right. I know one thing. I got to raise this ever so slightly. There we go. Oh. All right. Mark's being specific.
Is Mark requesting that you do David Wilcox on the vintage Strat?
Yeah, well, I don't know if I can bring on to that tonight either. The Kramer, no, fuck that. The Kramer's not in tune, Brian. I'm sorry, so I'm not playing Kramer.
You got something fiercely pissed off at that guitar the last time you picked it up.
Oh, fuck. It just about went across the room, Terry.
A
Jesus Christ.
15-minute battle with Ben putting
Wow.
walking away.
Yeah, because I realized when I put the trim cover on it a few months ago, I didn't ensure that the trim stop was fully engaged. So it's just, the bridge is just floating. Just floating. Just fucking floating. So, it was, and I'm just like, So I just want to pull the back off and just tighten the claw a quarter turn, and that would have just cinch it on down. The sticker guitar again. Is that my Martin, I guess? No, wait. They all have, a lot of them have decals on them.
That's what I was just going to say. You just
Wait a minute.
put a
Yeah, we're
sticker
gonna narrow
on
that
something.
down. Because after Ben bought that 100-plus pack of pinup girls.
Yeah.
Notice, none on the Kramer. Or none on the Kramer. None on the Explorer. Yeah.
No, notice none on the amps yet.
No, because you can't, decals don't stick to Tolex worth shit.
By design. You gotta cut a stencil and use spray paint if you want to put something on the side. Of the Rolex, right?
Ben Tom says the Cram Explorer.
All right, we'll plug in the Explorer, I guess. Jesus. All right.
Looks like Bo called it.
Yeah. Bo knows me well. Oh. Reminds me, I gotta go let the cat in very soon. I just realized it's getting dark.
Yep.
Where are you?
A couple of minutes of daylight every day now. Dang it.
We're loaded for bear? Sure.
Okay.
Yep. Sure. Oh, of course, the fucking G-string shirt. Yep. I swear, the amps are so hot, even though it's muted on the thing, I can still hear it come through the amps.
Wow.
Yeah. I swear to baby Jesus. Although, I liked, Terry, I liked Al John's recommendation to put, was it 57 classics in this thing. He's I think you're going to like that. I'm like, I believe you.
Mm-hmm. He's tried a few combinations.
I'm thinking, Trev, like when you're dealing with artists, right? Like the number one thing they're going to say is, "Oh, I love it, but I wish you would change this." Right? So they know what to swap in when someone says, "Oh, I like it, but the pickups are too hot." All right, go for these. These are 57 class. They're like a PAF.
Yeah, the 57 classics are Alnico 2s. One of Twang's guitars has them, and they just sound so nice.
Do you know it's like yawning to us at home? Cough, cough. What? You do know it's like yawning. What's yawning to you, Willard? I was like, wow, that's extra. Octave still on. Oh yeah, and the thing I do like about Explorers, you go. Because, you got to be able to do, A-string bends on an Explorer. Ooh. Oh yeah, for riff. Is that me or the guitar? We'll column A a little bit, column B. There we go. Wait. We need more chorus. Sure. Different chorus. What are we doing? Oh, we're boosting. That's why. shape of things. Yeah, right. Like, I know all those chords.
Crazy Train.
Oh, fuck, Trev. Jesus Christ. Nope. Sorry, Scott Brockway. Go for it.
Oh, yeah, man, that was great.
All right.
Yeah, for one-shotting it, that was really good.
Oh, I feel confirmed that Dwight has. Does he have a wristband to continue? Oh, my life for a fucking wristband right now. Oh, there we go. Just relicking it a little, folks. That's all. Right, no, that's a fucking headband. That's not. Really? Come on. I have one fucking purpose in that, Ben.
Okay, I didn't know Gary Moore did a version of Shapes of Things.
Really? Two fucking kazoos, but not one. Really?
Doug, you're supposed to pick up your kazoos from Ben! Jeez.
What's that? That's a full elbow brace. I don't need all that. Oh, I just want a fucking wristband to put around my forearm so it stops going, what are you doing to me? We're working.
Yeah, Trevor's like, oh, you mean one of these? It's like,
Can't send it to you. Good to see you, Rhino. You 812. About time showed up.
Yeah, about time.
Guitar party.
Yeah.
I like his response.
Just give me a second.
What? Who the hell's this?
Talk amongst themselves. Oh, son of... Oh, hey, I'm going to go let the cat in real quick.
All right.
Who let the cat in? Ben! Ben!
There you go.
On the next episode of Canucks with Guitars...
I managed to get all my stuff back into the tone shack here after the trek out to John's place. Put everything in its spot. But I've yet to turn it on and check and see if it's working.
So did you take your Explorer over there too, or did you take
Yep.
something else?
Yep. No, I took my Explorer out there and the Marshall and all my pedals and had a pretty good time. Lots of good food, whiskey, cranking it up. This one. I really should send this one to my computer.
Oh, wow.
That was at about 50 yards. That's about how far away I could get without getting into the blackberries.
Look at you all producing and stuff. I like it. All right, and yeah, found it.
wristband. The wristband.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. What am I playing?
Oh, that
Do we
was
have
too
any-
funny.
Did I miss any requests? Especially if it was a super chat, I do not want to miss.
I'm not sure. I'm still having a hard time not to snort after hearing John DeShane going, "Fuck yeah!"
Well, he was playing. I was the one with the
Oh, it was you saying it. I thought it was
That's my new
John saying
catchphrase.
it. Oh my god, it was just hilarious.
Are we actually seeing John in the chat tonight?
No, I think
No.
he's still trying to recover.
All right. Oh, let me double check my tuning. Yeah, I can totally hear it still coming through the fucking amp.
Sounds good. Yeah, that was a good time.
John's busy hugging Mr. Toilet Bowl.
Oh, no, he's probably just on the couch catching Z's.
No, if anything, he'd probably be fertilizing those blackberries more. Go ahead, yak it away.
What happens if we hit? Oh yeah, right. I do enjoy that. That's the compressor hitting the radio. Yeah, I don't know where it goes from there. I gotta learn more of that one. I got that one. That's a fun one. No, Trav. No. I'm not gonna try the Eagles tonight. Yeah, no. That's the tease. Broken up. What's up, Stephen Holt? Maybe tonight, Graphite. We've had a few super chats to offset, so. Are you reconsidering replacing the pickups? They sound nice. Yeah, I've got them down quite a bit. No, I still want different ones, I think. See, Trev, you got to do enough noodling in between Red Rider and, because it's the same riff, but you just break it up. You just don't play those songs back to back in the set. See, I was thinking, do I know any metal? But anytime I play, the closest I got to metal is a Judas Priest tune or something, and I will get copywritten every time I play it. Was that Metal Gods? Yeah. Unforgettable Fire. No. Scorpions. I pulled off Rock You Like a Hurricane once out of my ass for Trev, and I'm not sure where that came from. Yeah. Cheers, Eddie. Something like that. It's not that, Trev. No. Rock candy's different. Similar. I used to know a little Molly Hatchet, but I don't. It's gone. It might come back in a week and a half. Trev can attest to that. All of a sudden, I'll come up with a riff. He's like, "Where'd that come from?" Like a fucking week and a half ago. Oof, I don't know if I could do riff raff tonight. No, I don't know if I can pull that off tonight either. So for Ryan's here, can I do any quasi Van Halen stuff? And I'm not sure if I can. Come on. We got just thank you. Tom does not want to hear about it later. Yeah, that's all I got on that. I should. Yeah, I should know that. I don't know this part at all. Yeah, I'm not going to move it around just for a song, Scott. I put my flange post. So you get all the flange. I don't know, just go chromatically down wherever, whenever. Oh, I don't know. Is there any more in there? No. This is a lot of playing tonight. Yeah, I guess. Ooh, Zeppelin. Ooh. I went through a Zeppelin phase. Something like that. You're welcome, Mark. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while since I've visited Zeppelin. I'll have to think on that. Maybe I'll grab out some set lists again at some point, Trev. There's always that option. Does Ben remember these songs he used to perform for a living? Oh.
You did a little bit the last time you pulled out a set list.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun, to be honest, going through your old set lists.
Yeah.
Figuring out your old songs.
Yeah, especially the ones... I didn't realize we fucking played this.
Yeah.
How did I play this?
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, I think the hands are saying, easy.
Yep.
Oh, come on. Release the jack.
That's a pretty good jam.
Release the Kraken.
All right, do I have an empty... Oh, I do have an empty guitar stand handy dandy. Ha ha! Sweet! means I don't have to put it right away. Yeah, that worked okay. So I hope everybody enjoyed it. I'm going to put some amps into standby because I've been
Listening to the
for
ocean.
2 hours.
I don't agree with that, Scott Brockway. Robert Plant always singing about his dick.
Oh, there's a few. There is a few. I will have, yeah, I will admit.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few songs like that, but not everything was about,
No.
his penis or about like some sexual innuendo kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, like Kiss never did that. Oof, don't they? Oh, hot water, Ryan. We'll run them under some hot water, and then they'll be okay.
Isn't it? I heard somewhere you do the hot then the cool, and the hot and then the cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of gives you a...
Ignay. That's apparently what he does for 2 hours before a show. Hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. Or some BS like that.
Well, if we've got any last minute questions, we'll get them on in now. We've had quite the show tonight. It's gone long, but that's okay. We played some rock and roll.
Yeah,
I did both kinds of music, rock and roll. Oof,
that was good that you actually were able to play that much tonight. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and the way we're doing it, with the bandwidth, it doesn't get blurry by being totally soloed out.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Riff. I do appreciate that.
Back, brother.
Nice of you, Riff. Or, as Ben says, Riff.
Complete with Doppler effect. Riff.
Gotta have the pan.
I did play some Mountain. Yeah, because you can get really heavy with the octave pedal to get it, and I don't know if I've ever played that on the Gretsch like that.
True.
I'm wondering if this is going to start to become a weekly thing.
Oh, it is, Terry.
With what Charles 75 just put. He said, Ben Coombs,
I know
did
where
John
you were
and
going.
Trevor do a teleshopping?
He's riding you, Trev. The year of the telly is halfway over.
I saw a couple. They went away before I could get to them. I am looking, but haven't seen. It'll come. Don't force it, man. Just enjoy your dinner.
Yeah, Graphite. I think eventually that'd be kind of a cool episode if me, Ben, and Trevor could kind of do a little guitar playing.
Yeah, I pressure nobody. It's just for those who don't know, I used to do this every week. I played every week when it was solo. I had a co-host, then I didn't have a co-host, and I did solo, and so I played music. And then my hands went with it, plus the lack of bandwidth. I'm looking, there's one fucking bar right there on my screen, right fucking there, one bar. So it has the time right here, bar, fucking 53 watching, it says. Anywho's, and house. Yeah, so my hands started, and then it was just, I thought, you know what, with bandwidth and stuff, let's just do it this way, Q&A show, because for whatever reason, it doesn't look as bad. If I'm blurry as fuck right now, I can tell, even on my end, it's blurry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there's 2 bars. Can I have a third? Can I have a third? Nope. Back down to 1. Fuck you, internet.
Sun flares. I blame the coronal ejection masses. I mean, terrible.
Yeah.
Blame the corona. What, the virus or the beer?
Both.
The virus or the beer?
The big glowing light in the sky.
Solar flares and such.
Nah, still
Hey,
thinking
Doc.
beer.
Mass ejection.
The Epsom salts doesn't do much for me, Mark. We've discussed that for years. I have the softest water known. I got the water purifier with the salt and UV and everything.
Now, have you tried a CBD topical ointment?
I've used a variety of ointments over the years, but yeah, I'm like, great, now I got that shit all over my hands. I don't want to like grab something to eat or something. It's like fucking pick your poison, literally.
Yeah, I guess.
So.
Like that
That's why you just do the hot water, soap and water. Just wash my hands, because when you're washing your hands, you're kind of massaging them too.
Like that meme I shared over Facebook
Patrick.
a couple days back. The matching containers, and the text above it says, "Almost killed everyone camping this weekend." And you look and it's most value, or the Walmart brand spray butter. And then in the can beside it, almost the same identical like color and everything else, was a thing of Easy Off or something. Bug spray.
So, assuming my hands are good next week, we'll do this again next week.
Sure.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Maybe do some homework.
Well, or maybe we demo a pedal. Like, we'll go through a pedal live on it.
That totally reminds me. I totally forgot.
Oh yeah, by the way, Trev got a new pedal tonight. We'll also talk about that.
John sent me home with a parting gift.
Well, you are a Metallica fan, so it was only a matter of time.
Well, he has no use for it, I suppose. So. Here we go.
Yeah.
So it's a standard Crybaby. Or is it? Oh, Crybaby Classic. Ooh,
You know it's going to be
nice.
something cool if it's John's, right?
Yeah. It's not just a regular
He's not going to mess with it.
CBD 95 or whatever the fuck they're called.
So we'll be maybe finding a place for that. Although it's weird because of where I play. Sitting down here, am I going to have?
Well, you just have it under there.
A wah pedal over here, or
Yeah, you just have it there with a long lead going to the rest of your setup. Yeah,
stuff which is over here.
yeah, that's fine. Just don't. You're going to run it off battery as well. Keep forgetting and leaving it plugged in, and going to kill the battery in it.
Oh, was it like that? They're like active pickups.
Thank you, Tom. CGB. I knew it was something like that.
Oh, there you go. And Scott tops him. C
Which would be with the phasal
GCB
inductor.
95F.
Yeah, with the phasal. Which I think that one has the phasal.
That one
inductor.
does have the phasal in it, yeah.
Easy
and then,
with
of
the
course, I'm
band.
going to have to try and learn to play something that involves such a pedal.
You're a Metallica fan. Fucking pick anything. They
I'm
all
a
fucking have
Hetfield
wah.
fan, Ben. I'm a Hetfield fan. I'm not a Hammond.
I know, but come on. I have to get you on something. Jesus.
Yeah.
It's so hard to rib. Terry, I'll just rib on him regarding Harley Bentons, even though they're a fine product. But that's I get to rib Terry on for whatever reason.
I should probably thank Kirk Hammett for making John Deshane so disgusted with the wah pedal that he decided to just give it to me.
Yeah, you can do some Alice in Chains stuff. You can do some
Yep.
Guns
Right on.
N' Roses.
Led
Cheers,
Zeppelin, Guns N' Roses. There's all kinds of
Zeppelin.
bands that used wah.
They all used them at one time or another.
Yeah.
See, even Eddie used one. I don't remember on what. I'll leave that to the stripe.
Hell, Dunlop still sells the EVH wah pedal.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh yeah, Rage, Hendrix,
Seen it.
Hendrix.
Yeah, so Purple Haze, right? That's going to be fun.
I'll give you a lesson, Trev. Remember we went down that Hendrix rabbit hole that one night, and apparently I know a bunch of Hendrix that I forgot.
That's right. Hey, wait a minute. What about this? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was very weird. So.
Ryan says it was the pound cake solo.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I do like me some pound cake.
Who doesn't like a good pound cake? I'm just saying. With a nice cup of tea. Perfect.
Yep.
Just saying. I don't know. So on that note, we'll wrap things up because, hands are a little sore. The cat probably wants some attention. Who knows?
Ben's cat's like, where the fuck's the light? I'm laying here. It's not warm anymore. Ben, let me in.
It's dark and it's cold.
No NAS Canucks show tomorrow because apparently the race was today instead of yesterday, and I found out after it was over that it was today.
Almost a full circle, Ben. Just like to say that tomorrow on the OU812 channel, Ryan's got something that goes back to the beginning of the show with the new. I think there's a little discussion going to happen about some of those star guitars and such. So for those of you that know, you know. We'll see you over there. And if you haven't heard of it, you should.
For those, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I used to know more. Then it's too much. And then I did a show with Nesdal, and he knew it all, so I didn't need to know.
Exactly. I'm in the back of the pickup truck. I don't have any idea what's going on in the cab of the truck.
Right, co-hosting a show with Nesdal, and he's like, "Oh, I got my
the
buddy, name the EVH head. He's going to come on." And I'm just like, "Okay." I'm just sitting back and just, I just smile and listen for my name. It was like going to the in-laws during the holidays. I just smile and listen for my name. All I did.
Oh, another song by another group that you can use a wah on. Stone Temple Pilots Vaseline.
That's right. It's on the Beaner sliding. Oh yeah, and so River Docs put out a video today on Don Henley. He's like, "Hey, was it his voice that made the Eagles?" No. Well, I don't know if it made the Eagles, but I know Joe Walsh's guitar made the Eagles cool. On that note, Trev, Terry, myself, y'all are still y'all. You can tell. You look at your screen name when you type in there. That's how you know you're still yourself.
You don't even have to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
We will play Greasy Weasel on the way out because I didn't play it live tonight. Got to get out the drum pedal and lead and stuff. We'll figure it out, folks. So, on that note, get each other, hold those doors open. Special thanks to anyone that donated to the busking tonight. It helps a fella out. Believe me, a lot. Costs are going up. So, videos this week. F-phones, right? We got F-phones. We got all kinds of shaped objects. There's an Explorer-shaped object and a Firebird-shaped object. So they're fucking like that kind of shape this week. That's
something
what
that looks a little bit like this.
That's Friday's demo. You'll see one of them. Yep.
The Futura, I believe it is, you're saying.
We got like 13 comments now. Everyone's saying goodnight. Good. Awesome. All right. So where's the button again? I always forget. There it is. So, yeah. Y'all, you, right? Things. Be good. Just don't be a dick. How about that? Just don't be a dick, including littering. Because,
recycle!
Believe what you want, but climate change is like Doug's wife. It's real. So,
44 Celsius in Italy today. Just saying.
This is the thing.
Oh.
Oof,
117 were quit.